Hello traders, this is Chris Capri here at secondskiesforex.com, and I'm going to be your trading mentor and guide here on how to trade with price action, order flow, and technical analysis. This is a completely free course which has the goal of giving you a necessary primer and set of skills so that you can trade the Forex and other markets with a strong foundation of technical skills, particularly in trading price action context and the order flow behind it on any instrument, time frame, or environment. And I think once you are done with this course, you'll realize how it's quite unique from the other price action, technical analysis, or other trading courses here on Udemy. Not just because of what we teach you will be different from a certain perspective than the others are coming from, but how we build your core skills so that you can develop a solid foundation for trading Forex, for trading stocks, commodities, CFDs, crypto, global indices, and the futures markets. When you look at professional athletes and really see how they train, they are always training their core skills. And what differentiates their skills from those who are not professionals is in how deep they've taken those skills and learned to master them. If you watch football, which in the US people call soccer, and look at some of the greatest players today, Luka Modric, who won the golden or the Ballon d'Or, you look at Lionel Messi, or you look at Cristiano Ronaldo, you see them doing a lot of amazing things, but everything that they're doing is based upon a core set of skills. And that is part of the reason why they are so good at what they do, because they never stop training those core skills, and they've learned to take them deeper than everyone else around them. This is why Bruce Lee has famously said, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks, but the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." What Bruce was intimating here, which is the same thing that all professionals and elite athletes know, which is that there is a way to build real mastery. Trading, like sports, is a skill-based endeavor. There is no way around it. You can read all the books you want and watch all the videos on trading in the world, but if you don't wire that knowledge into actual trading skills, you'll never get past stage 0 in trading. And this is one of the most fundamental things that I think most beginning traders fail to realize. They think trading is a game of information, that if you just take in more and more information, you'll become a good trader. But what they fail to realize is trading is a skill-based endeavor. And skills are not based upon information. They're based upon building skills and repetition of a particular action so that they're automatic, they're subconscious, and that through that process, they can do these skills without thinking about them, and they continue to take them deeper and deeper and deeper because these core skills have no end to the depth that you can take them. That's why professional athletes like football or soccer players never stop practice dribbling or footwork or passing or trapping. That's why basketball players never stop practicing shooting free throws. The best basketball players today still practice free throws every single day. Why? Because it's a core skill. And so the goal of this course is to give you these proper skills, this foundation in training, so that you can apply the core skills of technical trading. And the core skills of technical trading is learning to read and trade price action context and the order flow behind it. Once we provided this kind of foundation of knowledge and about the markets and some of the core things you're going to need to learn, then we're going to be teaching you these core skills and how to practice them, build them, and develop them so that you can trade on any instrument, time frame, or environment. And if you ever want to take more serious training with me by becoming one of my members, this course will be the necessary foundation you'll need to study with us in a more advanced way. So with that being said, I'm going to briefly introduce myself for those of you who are not familiar with me, and share with you why I have a unique trading and professional background that no other trading mentor on Udemy can offer. So let's get into this. So as I said before, I am with SecondSkiesForex.com. I started SecondSkiesForex.com in 2007. We have one of the highest rated courses on Forex Peace Army. And I'm also co-founder of the NeuroTrader Hedge Fund. We are the world's first online trading hedge fund that uses biodata, wearable technology, and AI to improve trader performance. We fund traders. There's nobody on Udemy who offers a course here who actually funds traders. We do. For people who complete our program, we fund traders. So that's one of the ways that I would consider myself unique. But the other is I actually have an institutional background in trading. I was a broker. I was an FX broker for FXCM between 2004 and 2006. And I was the highest rated broker with FXCM in 2005. So I was actually working with gold clients, which are the premier clients with the largest accounts, but I did everything there. I actually trained, worked with audits. I did everything you could possibly do in working with FXCM because I used that as an opportunity for me to learn everything I needed to know about the market from an inside out perspective, from someone who is actually coming from an institutional side. After 2 years with the broker, I got a job offer to trade for a hedge fund, which is the JNF hedge fund. And I wasn't just trading the FX portfolio that we had. I was also training the new traders that were applying to become hedge fund traders. We had our own training program. I was one of the advanced traders, so I taught the more advanced material for the hedge fund trader trainees. So again, an institutional background that nobody else has. Also, back in 1999, I was doing 2 degrees at the same time. I was completing a master's in philosophy while finishing up my bachelor's in neuroscience at Northern Illinois University. And this kind of neuroscience training and background, my particular focus was human learning and memory. How could we improve human learning, memory, and performance? So I've been studying that for the last 25 years, and I'm taking that kind of science and knowledge of the brain and how it learns and how it works and how we remember so that I can help improve your own learning experience and give you all the tools you need so that you can maximize your learning with the least amount of effort. I'm also a certified yoga and meditation instructor. I've been practicing yoga and meditation for almost 19 years now. I've also completed a 1-year meditation retreat where all I did every day for hours a day was meditate. And I've done 2 one-month meditation retreats. I've done about 150 weekend meditation retreats. And I've been training with the same meditation teacher for almost 20 years now. And that is also something that I consider helpful and unique for you because I've spent the last 18, 19 years learning about the mind, directly sitting with the mind and doing a practice that is scientifically proven to improve your brain, to improve your body, to improve your health, and to help with your learning process. I am taking this experience and I'm going to be sharing this with you, particularly when we get to the sections on trading psychology and mindset. I'm also probably one of the only trading mentors out there that is actually a verified profitable trader who has actually shared at least a year's worth of trading results to prove that I actually make money trading. And not only have I done this, but I've also shown that my students make money trading. So I think when you look at all of that, you'll see that I'm offering an experience and a perspective that nobody else who's ever taught a course here or any other trading other mentor out there can offer. And the goal of that is the core message and the core value of what Second Skies is about, which is to change the way you think, the way you trade, and the way you perform. Now, with that being said, I'm very grateful that we also have Sasha Gogolin, who's going to be introducing himself here. He's also going to be my co-instructor and trainer for this course. He's been with me for years. He is no doubt my #1 student. And if I could ever pass on the torch to anybody to represent exactly everything that I've taught everything that my training is about, everything of what I would like a disciplined trader and student to be, it would be him. He understands everything I teach inside and out, not just from a conceptual perspective, but it's something that he has actually embedded as a skill and a mindset for him. So I'm going to take a moment here and hand the floor off to Sasha, who's going to introduce himself. And then I'm going to explain to you what you're going to learn in this course and why or how our approach is different. And then you can go ahead and begin the course. So Sasha, you now have the floor.
Thank you very much, Chris, for the kind words and warm introduction. Hello everyone, this is Sasha Gogolin at secondskiesforex.com, and I'll be teaching you and guide you through some of the technical lessons in this free course. To give you a brief background about myself, I started working full-time when I was 15 years of age. I've had many different jobs during the first years, but the majority of my working life I've spent within the aviation business. I started as a baggage handler for a large ground handling company, and within the next years I advanced to become an instructor, training coordinator for a Swedish network of ground handling companies, and was responsible for the planning and supervising and training of roughly 700 employees at the time. Thereafter I became the project manager implementing a learning management system for a big Scandinavian network of ground handling companies with about 2,200 employees. And my final position was as a local quality manager for one of the world's biggest ground handling companies. And in between, I held a position as quality manager and head of training for a smaller ground handling company, whilst at the same time being the deputy director for a smaller airline called NextJet as well. So even though this journey and background was intense at times, it was also a fantastic learning and growing opportunity for me. During the last decade, I've communicated with and trained thousands of people and gathered extensive experience in teaching a multitude of different topics to a wide range of students, which in turn has helped me to understand how to effectively present information in a way that's easy for most to understand and absorb, whilst at the same time still being flexible as an instructor and able to adapt to the individual needs of a student. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with the saying one size fits all, which definitely is not applicable in my opinion when it comes to learning, even though many teaching models in our modern world still try to apply a model like this. So I'd rather say one size fits many, but far from all. And in the end, we all have individual ways of learning and taking in new information effectively, meaning that the same information sometimes has to be slightly twisted and presented in different ways or angles to be fully understood. And this is what I would say has become one of my strongest skills as a teacher and instructor throughout the years, which I continuously try to apply as much as possible when teaching new students and also when creating new learning material. In terms of trading, I've always been interested in long-term investing, but the idea of starting to actively trade the markets came to me back in 2013. And I started pretty much out the way many new aspiring traders do. I was looking for a quick and easy step-by-step trading system to trade the markets profitably, which eventually I ended up testing one system after the other, being way too focused on short-term results. And as soon as something didn't really yield the results I was searching for, I ditched the system and went on looking for another system. And this process went on roughly for about a year. Roughly about a year. And this was when I realized I didn't really know what I was doing. I had a fixed system that I tried to apply to a context that wasn't fixed or had fixed parameters. So it's like imagine driving your car and always turning your steering wheel a fixed amount of degrees in every turn of the road. As I'm sure you can understand, this won't end very well, and this was actually what my trading felt like during my first year. And this got me thinking, and I thought about other things that I had learned in my life and was good at. And they all had one thing in common, and that was that I understood the why behind what I was doing. And this was at the time definitely not the case with my trading, as I was blindly just following someone else's, fixed rules to enter and exit the market without having any clue as to why I was doing that. Thus, I decided that I wanted to learn more about the why behind the market, and what really drives the market, and how I can learn to read the language of the market on my own. And this led me to a term called order flow. And by searching more about order flow, I came across a thread at Baby Pips that Chris had at the time, and where he was talking about the order flow and price action. And that resonated very well with me, and I immediately understood that it was this what I was searching for. And I became a student of Second Skies and Chris in 2014, and I can honestly say I've never looked back ever since. The way Chris approaches the markets and the order flow and price action is definitely unique, and has given me a deep understanding and profound understanding, and the why I was looking for. And since 2017, I'm also proud to be the apprentice of Chris and part of Second Skies Forex team as an instructor and course manager. And this year I'll also be part of the NeuroTrader professional program, something I'm looking forward to immensely. So now you know a little bit more about me and my background, and I'm looking forward to see you and working with you inside of the course. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you for that, Sasha. And I feel very confident that when you all are done with this course, that you're going to see very clearly how valuable Sasha is and how helpful he has been. He's been an amazing asset for Second Skies. Second Skies would not, we have a community of thousands of traders, and we would not be the community that we are today without him. And so I just want to say thank you to Sasha for being a part of this. And I hope you all really get to appreciate Sasha for what he is. He's just been a wonderful help to the trading community with us as a whole. So with that being said, I want to talk about the course contents and what you're going to be learning in this course, what we're going to be teaching you. First, we're going to be providing you with kind of a core set of information and foundation, a primer about the FX market. Now, we are going to be teaching you technical analysis and price action skills that are applicable to any market, but we're going to be teaching the basics of the Forex market here. This is the market that I started with, and it's the one I have the most experience with. I trade commodities, futures, options, global indices. I trade Russian, Australian, Canadian stocks. I trade Asian stocks. I trade everything across the board, but I want to provide a kind of foundation and the basics of the Forex market, which is the largest market in the world. It's the most liquid market in the world. And then we're going to be teaching you skills that you can apply not just to the Forex market, but to any market. We're also going to be talking about the basics of technical analysis and really what is the root of technical analysis. So for us, the root of technical analysis is in the ability to read price action and the order flow behind it. If you don't know what price action order flow is, price action, although you may have seen things about candlesticks, patterns, and everything like that, that's not price action. Price action in the most simplest form is price's movement over time. And price action is a derivative of order flow. Order flow is simply all buy and sell orders that are activated in the market. If an order is placed into a market and it's not activated, it's not part of order flow. But if an order is placed in the market, let's say I want to buy the euro dollar at a particular price, and that order gets activated, then it becomes actualized order flow. And we're going to talk about this later, but you're going to understand how order flow is the most proximate driver of price action. And we're going to teach you how to read that price action and the order flow behind it. Because when you do that, you're going to be able to read and discover what the largest players in the market are doing, what kind of momentum they have, who's in control, who's not, what direction is the most probable, where are locations where orders are being kind of collated so that you can see where the largest players are placing their orders and how you can take advantage of that. That we're directional traders. We are trying to go long or short. We want the market to go up or down, which means we want it to move in a particular direction. And if you're a directional trader, you want to be trading with the most dominant order flow as much as possible. And we do that and we discover that by reading price action. So we're going to teach you the basics of that. As I said before, trading is a skill-based endeavor. And so I can teach you all the strategies and techniques you want, but if I don't teach you how to build these trading skills, then I'm really not giving you anything that's going to be effective for your trading process. So my job as a trading mentor is not to teach you what are the core skills, but how to build them so that they can become automatic, so that they can become subconscious, and that they can become something that you can rely upon, that when you have to make trading decisions, you'll have the necessary skills in place to make those decisions. Just like a professional athlete never worries about, like a basketball player never worries about having to make a free throw and what kind of shooting mechanics they need to make a free throw. They've done that so many times, they know exactly what they have to do. So they can just walk up to the line and everybody can be screaming and booing against them, and they know exactly what they need to do. We're going to teach you how to build those skills. One of the core skills beyond the technical skills of trading is understanding risk and money management, understanding how to use mathematics to your advantage, how to understand that you are risking the right amount, that you are understanding risk versus reward, you're understanding probabilities, that you are understanding that if you were to lose the next several trades, it's not going to affect your account, and that your system will be able to recover from any losses or drawdowns. The field of risk and money management is the one that's probably one of the least overlooked, and yet it's one of the most important. You will not succeed without proper risk and money management. There is no way around this. You could have the best strategy in the world. If you do not have proper risk and money management, you will not succeed in trading. You will blow up account after account after account. We're going to teach you how to avoid that, and we're going to teach you how to build your skills and put the mathematics in your favor so that you will never blow up your account and that you will make money trading. One of the last skills of trading really comes down to mindset and trading psychology. So from my neuroscience background, you are going to have, you, me, every one of us has certain biological and neurological reactions that are inherent in our DNA, inherent in our brain, and how our brain is wired. And some of those are helpful for trading, but some of them are not. Some of them will make trading near impossible. You have several neurological and psychological biases that actually make trading really hard. This is part of the reason why most traders do not succeed, why less than 10% of traders make money trading year in, year out, because they, one, don't understand these neurological, biological, and psychological biases you have, but they don't know how to get past them, how to rewire them. We are going to teach you how to rewire these habits so that they don't hurt you, that they actually become assets, that they actually help you become a better trader. We're also going to explain how your mindset about success, about money, about discipline, about building skills is going to have a massive impact in terms of your performance, in terms of you being able to make money or not. The best athletes, the best traders, the best musicians, the best poker players, they all understand that you have to have a winning mindset, a successful mindset to succeed and make money trading. Without that, you will end up becoming somebody who is what you would call an underperformer. And we all know those athletes who had tremendous skill and talent, but they never fully manifested it because their mindset got in their way. We're going to teach you how to build a successful winning mindset. And not just for trading, but life as well. Because when you learn what are the core mindset skills you'll need to succeed in trading, these are also ones that will benefit you tremendously in life as well. So with that being said, I'd like to welcome you to this free course about learning how to trade with price action, order flow, and technical analysis. I look forward to you going through this course and really changing the way you think, trade, and perform, because for those of you who really take this on, you're going to be giving yourself an opportunity to develop a skill set that will allow you to work from home, allow you to determine what hours you work. It will allow you to determine how much money you can make in a day, a week, a month, or a year. It'll allow you to, it'll give you the opportunity to have time and freedom, which are some of the most valuable things you could have. Most people go to a job, and that job, they don't determine the rules. They have to wear a certain set of clothes and be there at a certain set of time and follow certain rules. And don't get me wrong, jobs have their benefit, but they're also very limiting. Very few people who ever work jobs become wealthy. And that's because you only make money while you're working that job. You don't make money when you're sleeping. We're going to teach you how to make money when you're sleeping. We're going to teach you how to make money whether you're on vacation or not. We're going to teach you skills that will give you an opportunity to do all these things so that you can take the time, the freedom, and the control back that you want and deserve. And I'm of the belief that when people have the time and the financial resources and the freedom to do the things they want to do, they tend to be much happier, more fulfilled people, because they're getting to put their time and energy into things without being dominated by work constraints or hours or working the same schedule as everybody else or having a fixed income. Life is not like that. Sometimes life throws things at you that are going to require you to have financial means outside of your income. How can you do that if you're making a fixed salary? How can you does your employer, how many employers can you really say pay you what you're worth? Very few, maybe a few percent. Assuming you're not one of those persons, you could be making much more money than you are now. You could have a lot more time and freedom than you do now. And that's what we're going to be teaching you in this course. We're going to be teaching you a core set of skills, mindset, and approach that will allow you to have this opportunity for yourself, which I think is what many of us are wanting here, to become someone who is able to choose most of what happens in their life. You can never choose all of it, and you can never control all of it, but what if you had the tools and opportunity to do most of that? To do the things you want to do, to wake up when you want to wear the clothes that you want to work when you want to choose how much you are worth, and then go ahead and make that amount. To make money while you're sleeping. This is a tremendous opportunity, and our goal is to help you get to that place in your life where you have those choices. So with that being said, I want to welcome you to this free course, and I hope you enjoy it, and I look forward to being your guide and trading mentor through this process and really changing the way you think, trade, and perform. So thank you for being here for this opening lesson, and I look forward to your progress through this course.